next day, like you stand at, like when I got out of bed, when I stepped down, it was pins and needles. So because your feet have to get used to, and your ankles have
Well,
to
you're working different muscles.
Yeah, so like
just the balance.
And we were kind of forced to carve because we were on a lot of brick streets, a lot of brick hills. So like it's kicking you around. So you're on your toes. I mean, it was pretty fun. It was a good little route. You know, and then we took like a little trespassing route. I mean, you know, not driven. I don't know what the sign said. It might have said no trespassing. But we took this route and they popped us out in some weird part of town, and then we went and had some really cool river views. And
have you had to walk back before?
I haven't.
You just kind of know about how long it's going to last. You're like, I got to make it.
Well, there's an app on the phone, and the app will tell you how much battery life you have and your expected range.
Well, that's high tech.
Well, except for when you're on these hills, it'll tell you it's much like your miles per gallon in your car. So if you're doing nothing but hills or if you're heavy footed, it's going to tell you have like 100 miles. If you're on flat ground without a bunch of wind, then you obviously can get more. So yeah, we were climbing probably the last hill up, and I got to the top of the hill and turned around, and Chuck's down there cussing his one wheel out because the battery's dead. But we were kind of doing a range test anyway, so you know it wasn't too big of a deal.
Feel it out.
Yeah, because he did a battery upgrade and we hadn't gone out, so he got 9 miles on a lot of hills. I mean, our elevation was crazy, and then I still had 35% left. So you know, like one of the goals is when it's nice, I want to try to go from the Paisaw Bird on the river road to Grafton, and then find a place to charge, and then smoke a cigar, eat something, drink something, and then ride back. So, and it should make it because it's only 12, 13 miles, and there's not a lot of hills on the river road. So, and it's a bike path the whole way, so it should be pretty nice and serene. It should be pretty cool.
Can you run faster than the one wheel?
It can do 16 miles an hour, so you can.
Pretty cruising.
Yeah, so I hit 14 when Chuck and I went out a couple Sundays ago. I hit 14 and don't know where it was because I was in this state of flow, and it was just.
It was on Broadway?
Yeah, it's probably on Broadway because he got pushed back, which means that the board's telling you to slow down, and then if you don't listen to it, then it shoves the nose down, and then you can fly off. I'm gonna break the power. You gotta go pretty fast.
I was just kind of worried about you. You know, you were riding around up in Peoria that day in the hood, and I was just afraid.
No, I was just
you
walking there.
If it dies on you, then you just start running.
Well, yeah, no, I'll take it this year for the summit though. I'll be riding all. Cool. Yeah, I want to do that riverfront on the thing. I'm excited for the summit.
Yeah, you had some cool rides up there.
Yeah,
right up last year.
Yep. So yeah, their riverfront in Peoria is pretty cool. So I walked most of it because I was breaking into the riverboats.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you were behind the locked doors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you jump the fence with that one wheel or something? Or?
Well, I mean, I will.
Oh.
Yeah. They're pretty strong. I mean, you can jump off.
I've seen videos where they're tossing them over fences.
Yeah.
I've seen people fall off these things really hard and they just slide across the road.
So yeah. Well, yeah, that was me actually.
Yeah. I was like, why does he keep going? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, that thing shot across the highway right here. I wiped out. We did a bunch of whiskey, so I'm blaming on that.
So when you fall off and you've already been drinking whiskey or beer or something, it's just kind of, it's kind of like getting a car crash.
Yeah,
and you've been drunk.
You don't hurt at all.
You don't hurt at all.
No, you get right back on and keep going.
Kind of what I figured.
Yeah, I just felt a couple times, and he kept getting back on. I don't even know if he knew what zip code he was in. So we were pretty drunk.
You are literally hard-headed. Huh?
Yeah.
That's good. You should wear that table 36 hat to savor your face and your head a little bit. Yeah. Oh, that's fancy. Turn that around backwards and still show off.
Paid a lot of money for those.
I could probably ride your big ass skateboard over there or whatever.
The longboard?
Yeah,
My longboard, my truck.
Yeah. Oh, do you? Yeah, it's nice.
I could probably do that.
Right.
With that one wheel.
But can you do it while drinking coffee, smoking a cigar,
and taking a video? Nah, I can't.
You gotta get on my level.
Next level shit, dude.
Yeah.
No, I know. I watch you taking that video, and you're riding, and then you're smoking, and
drinking coffee, and
I crash and burn.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention to what's going on.
It was in a parking lot.
Trying to convince him to open the board shop.
Yeah.
I think it'd go over well.
Surf skate one wheel?
So, well, there's not a lot of surf here in the Midwest. The waves from the barges are decent, but I don't know.
I'm just saying that.
Maybe windsurf, maybe. There's a lot of wind on the river. No, like, if we did it downtown Alton, and if we did bicycle rental, and where people, and then we get with
Those
like
electric bikes, dude.
Well,
those things?
Yeah, I mean, those would be good, but, you know, like, just if you did a bicycle, because there is a trail all the way to Pier Marquette. You can
Yeah.
ride. And so you could, you know, if I got with a local bar, they make you a picnic basket, you and your sweetie can ride bicycles and go ride up the road and you know, go have a picnic or, you know, whatever, I don't know.
Whatever you do in the woods.
Yeah, I'll ask you. Yeah,
I'll let
whatever
you
you do
know.
in the woods.
I'll let you know.
Right. So, you know, and then if we supported the board stuff, there's some things that are gonna happen, in the next couple of years that, you know, probably even sooner than that, one-wheel parks are they're gonna be like oil and gas right now. They're gonna go through the roof. So, you know, so it's, you know, now's the time for us to stock up on them and, you know, and if we can turn enough money and if we can buy some bicycles and rent bikes and, you know, have some, you know, decks on hand, you know.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah, that's like the Katy Trail starts over there in St. Charles.
Mhm.
There's that bike stop cafe there, the little restaurant thing. They rent those electric bikes,
Oh, nice.
and people take them like all the way up to Augusta,
Mhm.
and then you know get all lined up and weave their way back down that trail and return the bike. Yeah.
Looks like they use long fill all the way to the head of the cigar.
I bet they did.
No,
Every time.
that's good.
How
Mark's
about
hit his 3 times.
Nice.
The mine.
I get it.
Yeah, you've hit it 3 times now.
Not much left.
I count.
It's a nice part of, no, you took it down to the nub nub. You know, one of those little
Got one of
sticky
them
things.
clips?
It was,
Yeah.
it was good. I was gonna relight mine, but I decided not to.
Yeah.
You don't wanna try this dark one?
He got that just for cutting up and seeing what's
Just
inside.
had to
Cut it up, let's see what we got.
I only smoke 1 cigar a day.
Do you really?
Sometimes 2.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought your numbers were higher than
You're
that.
up there like mine.
No.
How many cigars you smoke a day?
5 or 6.
Scott, what about you?
You know, some days I might have 5 or 6, and other days I might not smoke for 2 or 3 days.
No way.
Yeah, I'm serious. Depending on what I got going on. If I'm too busy or it's too cold outside, nah.
Do you ever have nicotine withdrawals?
No.
You smoke in your
No,
house.
people ask me all the time, you know, when I'm rolling cigars, and I'll sit and roll 50, 60 cigars, and my hands will be brown, and the nicotine, you know, I'm taking in way more in my pores of my skin than anything.
We miss Frankie.
You know, and so you would think I'd have some kind of nicotine withdrawals, but if I don't roll cigars for a few days or a week, and I don't smoke for a couple days, I'm not going like this, you know, shaking.
The
No,
guy
really.
comes in, Mark.
And
Nice
it's different
guy,
than
really
a
nice guy.
cigarette, you know?
But, hair slicked back. I call him Frankie. Hair slicked back. And I just seen him go by with a white beater on and fire dropping things.
Yeah. He sports.
Gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
He's
sports.
a really nice
No,
guy.
I think he's
Right,
silver.
right,
I think he
right.
wears silver. Does he wear gold?
Oh, does he?
I think so.
I just jewelry.
Yeah. Just nothing wrong with that. Look at Scotty.
You probably smoke more cigars than any of us, really.
No, I'm down right now. I'm probably at like 3, maybe 4 a day. But I smoke small cigars too.
Right.
So
Well, I had a last call earlier, and I'm having this little petite here, and I'll have several more today, I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Next
No,
couple days, the weather being so nice.
Yeah, right. I'm excited for this week. So
Yeah.
I like Frankie, man.
Jackpot.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's
a
so
nice guy.
sweet guy. Yeah, unique dude.
Vinny Frankie.
Yeah,
That's what
Vinny.
I call him 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. He's all right. So I called him that to his face naturally.
Yeah.
And he's all right.
All right, so you want me to light up one of these crappy Cubans, and you can smell that? I mean, you know what it looks like.
I mean, we know there's paper in there.
I mean, I can go to the bathroom, we can smell that. I have a feeling.
I mean, look at the label job and everything. It's pristine. They did a great job.
Highly.
Oh,
So
yeah,
what you
that-
guys
that
are
might
saying
have-
is that in Cuba they roll all these cigars all day long.
Right.
And none of them have the label. None.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. You'll see that.
The label
I mean,
will never, ever be messed up.
I mean, this one's, you'll see this here, I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is color differential, lining, you know, the lining up. I mean, right here during edition limitada, there's a frickin' line through it with a printer. Carry the ink.
Yeah.
Well, okay, they can't have a printer go in.
No.
They can't have a background of labels, they can't have.
At least they did a little cold foil embossing on here. I mean, it's kind of, well, no, that's not really raised, is it?
No.
I don't feel that way.
What about the top gold? That looks a little embossed.
I mean,
I don't know, I mean, it's fancy.
I mean, you're in production, there's gotta be mistakes.
Mhm.
There has to be
Yeah, but you
mistakes.
throw them out.
Yeah, those get trashed.
You throw
And
'em
that's
out.
where sometimes, like I was saying earlier, when you see the, like, I mean, they will look 100% right, and you'll catch just something off on it, so they get pitched.
Do you think there's like some kid in the back and like rooting through the dumpster?
I mean, yeah, and then they get off work.
It's like
and
when I
then-
play golf and they're in the hood and the kid sells me my own ball back.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Hell yeah. Like,
Entrepreneurship right there.
sir, do you wanna buy this ball? It's
Well,
my
they
ball,
probably-
man.
they
It says
probably
my name
have
on
initials
it.
on it.
Right.
They probably don't pitch them, they probably sell them. I mean, I would.
They're making so much money on that, they're gonna,
Mhm.
man, that's, what else are they exporting? They got what, rum,
Sugar.
sugar, and then, well, sugar definitely.
Other than that, I don't know.
I can't believe you're
Oh,
into that. Are you gonna like that?
just draw through that end right there. I drew it through here,
I
draw
watched-
through the
I-
foot, draw
I
through
watched you
it.
perform lip
Just take a
service
draw,
on
take a
both.
cold draw, take a
Both sides.
cold draw, just
We've known each other.
get
for
the
a long
flavor,
time.
come on, it's great.
You're lying.
It's good.
If he does that, you're getting on the wall, Will.
No.
Yeah, you sure you put
yeah.
your lips on this?
No, on the other side though, just draw through it and get the flavor. It's good. Tell me what you taste. Is it tobacco?
A little bit.
Tastes like mold.
I don't get mold.
No, I kinda think so, it tastes like.
Can we call it plume so it's marketable?
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Some old as plume.
Yeah, it's not mold, it's plume. It's good mold. Ninja Turtles used to eat pizza with penicillin on it, that's how they
Right.
stay healthy.
Right.
Right. It's just a sewer cigar.
So here's one I got in Cuba, this was the last one here, and I bought a box of 10 of these. And the last one I have of these, that's legit Romeo and Juliet right there. What is this one? Number 1. Romeo and Juliet, that's pretty sweet. It's a good looking.
It's got this
I like that
cigar.
size.
And I think that's the most I've ever heard you talk.
Who, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, Scott doesn't shut up.
I'm usually busy as hell rolling cigars, I got time to talk.
Yeah, normally,
Well, that's why I like having him up here, because I don't have to talk to anybody. Scott talks to all.
normally sit over there stone faced rolling cigars.
Well, he doesn't want to be here, because it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, they're mad.
That's a pretty cool label, look at the inside, you can see right through it.
Well, translucent's definitely a give and trade.
I think they did it on some kind of onion paper or something where you can see through it. Interesting.
More thing.
Are we starting?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what
I
you
guess
got.
we're
Hey,
starting.
can you narrate
All
while
right.
you do this?
All right, look.
Can you Bob Ross it?
Probably not.
Can you tell us some happy trees or something?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Welcome to Unrolled.
Welcome to Unrolled, where you can't
Mark's-
see him.
They
Unrolled.
used a lot of
Mark's-
glue on the